What are the 7 reasons why your business may fail, and how can you overcome those failures so that you can start and grow a successful pressure washing business, or in fact of any service business? That is what I'm going to hit on. And the reason why I'm going to hit on that, Alan wrote into one of my Ask Jasons at kingofpressurewash.com/askjason and asked a question. And he was talking about, he owns this business in year 3, been struggling all 3 years, attempting to grow it, and feels like he's failing. He don't want to give up on his dream of owning a pressure washing business. I may want to advance my skills in all aspects and better passion so that he can have a future for him and his kids and his wife. And that's one reason why I do what I do, to help you all start and grow pressure washing businesses so that you can start and grow your business and be successful, so you can have time freedom and financial freedom, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. And so the very first thing is the number one thing is lack of marketing. A lot of people will go out and start worrying about the equipment. They'll worry about all the things that doesn't matter. And that's an issue. And if we do that, then our business isn't going to grow, because we're not putting marketing in there. And there's 2 ways to grow your business through marketing. One is it takes time and effort, and that's you doing it. And this is especially if you don't have a lot of funds. Or 2, if you can open your wallet and you can pay, and then we can get more work that way. And so with that said, you have to pick one of the 2. And the time, it takes quite a bit of time. If you're not busy, you're out knocking on doors, you're networking, you're doing the things you need to do so that way you can grow your business. The next one can be caused, but if we have poor customer service. A couple days ago, somebody asked me about their business, and I was starting to go through their reviews, and I'm like, this dude ain't following up on stuff, and he's got bad 5-star reviews, and it's going to be really hard for him to overcome if you're not worried about the crappy work that you're doing. And so those are some things that we need to make sure. This is probably the number one reason why a lot of people fail, is they don't have enough capital to get started. They don't have enough money to get started. And so if you don't have a lot of money to get started, I see a lot of people, they go get all this shiny new equipment and they won't spend no money in marketing. And that's a disaster waiting to happen. I would much rather you start spending money in marketing and start getting business, and then we can start upgrading the equipment. Then we can start doing the things that we need to do with equipment. But when we worry about equipment first and we don't worry about getting the business first, it's ready to fail. You are going to probably fail at the end of the day. Number 4 is the lack of knowledge. You don't understand your marketing. You don't understand how to make sure you get customers. You don't know your numbers. You're struggling with your numbers, and you don't know how much it costs to get a customer, and you don't know what your average ticket is. And when we start going down those rabbit trails, it just leads to other things, which lack of capital, marketing, and that can be very bad. And so we need to know our numbers. And you can use a good CRM. You can use different things to know our numbers. We can use QuickBooks. We can use Marquette as anything along those lines, so that way we can help keep our business from failing. Number 5 reason is failure to do research before starting your business. You never looked and seen who is your customer. Where do I want to market at? Do I want to market everywhere, or do I want to market in niche pockets? And so, for instance, Cincinnati is a big circle like this. So Cincinnati has the 275 loop that goes around it. This is the Ohio River. This is Kentucky right here. This is Indiana over here. And this is Ohio over here. Now, this is within an hour loop. Now, not all of these are my customers. I have a customer base down here. It's called Union, Kentucky. I have Anderson Township over here. I have Loveland over here. I have Indian Hill, and this is where my money is. I have Westchester up here. I have Mason up here, Mason, Ohio. And so these are my money areas. This here is not my money areas. And so a lot of people don't look at your business and say, where do I want to focus for my customers at? We start focusing this whole area, and what happens usually, it will draw us into this area that we don't want to be into. We want to be down here in Union. We want to be up here in Loveland, Mason, Westchester, Anderson Township. That's where we want to be at. In fact, there's very little over into this area that's going to help me grow my business. So we need to understand and know and research, where do I want to focus my marketing parts at? Where do I want to do that? And then we try to do too many things at once. We want to try to do everything. We want to do pressure washing and deck cleaning and paver sealing and striping and whatever fancy other thing comes along. And we never focus on one thing, so that way our business can stay focused when we're trying to grow our business. And so then we try to do too many things at once, and we don't focus on one thing, and we do everything crappy. And that goes back up to poor customer service. We do everything crappy, and that's what happens. And then the last is we don't have a clear vision. We don't know why we want to own a business. We don't have a why. Why do you want to be in business? Well, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. That's not a good enough why, because when things get hard, that's not a good enough why. I'll tell you right now, that is not a good enough why for you to own a business. We got to have a why. We need to have a why. We need a vision board. What are you looking forward to? What is your vision? And put it in pictures or words or different things. So that way you can know when times get hard and when you're struggling, why are you working these 20-hour days? Why are you trying to go out there and get more business? Because if you don't know your why, you're probably going to fail at the end of the day, and I hate to say it. But I don't want to be all negative, Nelly. Go check out, I got some links down there. One is to kingofpressurewash.com/resources. I have a whole bunch of resources there for you to check out. But go see me in my next video, and I'll see you there.